in the history of his game.
Retired Los Angeles Lakers basketball star Kobe Bryant has been killed in a helicopter crash. It happened this morning. The chopper reportedly went down just before 10.
Well, good morning to everybody. Welcome to Timeout this morning. My name is Windt. Thank you for joining me this morning. I want to talk about Kobe Bryant this morning. Now, Kobe Bryant was a giant, a superstar basketball player. And last year in 2020, he was on his way to a school sports event, apparently, together with people in a helicopter and his own daughter, when it crashed into a mountain, and they were all killed, sadly. Now, I have to say that before his demise, I had never heard of Kobe Bryant because I am not a follower of basketball. But I started reading about all his achievements, and I realized that in America, he was a giant. And in many other parts of the world that follow basketball, many people knew him. And, Kobe Bryant, they say, was up there with some of the greatest players. He won 5 NBAs for his team. He was part of an all-star team who won 2 gold medals at the Olympics, and he set many other records. And it made me think about how that you and I relate to successful sports people, and how that makes you feel somehow relating to them also significant and successful. Now, I want to say to you this morning that I'm going to show you something that is going to help you to see that there's something that you can do that can also be significant and can also make you feel successful even in years to come. Don't go away. Now, it made me realize that even although Kobe Bryant was one of the greats, I was wondering what would happen to his achievements in a decade's time, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Younger players come, they break their records, a new generation of people who watch sports are born, and they forget the older players. How easy in time achievements in the natural are eroded. But there's something that you can do that will never be eroded in the lives of people. And I want to get to that in a while. Now, we as Christians, if you're a Christian, we've just come from a time where we've celebrated some of the greatest achievements in history in the Bible. You celebrated the death of Christ as a Christian. He died for you. You celebrated the resurrection of Christ. He rose for you. You celebrated the ascension of Christ. He ascended for you. You even celebrated Pentecost recently because God poured out His Holy Spirit for you. And isn't that a great achievement? Yet it happened 2,000 years ago. And why is it that that achievement makes you feel so important today? And here's the reason. Because I believe not only was that an achievement that Jesus did or God did, somehow that achievement left a mark. I like to call it like a seal of approval that you stamp on something to say you are approved, you are guaranteed, you are worthwhile. That is there for ages to come. And when that mark is upon your life, when that mark is upon your future, you somehow feel not only is that achievement somebody else's, but it somehow makes you feel successful and significant as a person. And I believe God demonstrated that to us when He died on the cross. He demonstrated to you when He died on the cross to show you and I how we can also leave a seal of approval, a mark in others' lives. that can affect them in the years to come, that will not be eroded like certain achievements in life through time. Now, you may be impressed by other people's achievements, but you are defined by what you do as a person. And so I want to say, you need to strive to leave a mark in somebody's life. I don't believe we can reach every single person. I don't believe we can touch the lives of every single person, but I believe you can touch at least one life, or 10 lives, or 50 lives in your lifetime, where if they look back at some of your achievements, somehow that mark, that seal on their lives will make them feel significant and successful. Everybody wants to be part of a winning team. And so I want to say to you this morning, you are the best person to play you in your life story. You are the best person for the role, the main role in your life story. And nobody can tell your story like you can. And so I want to encourage you this morning, tell that story. Don't allow yourself to become a fake, a copy of somebody else's story. Write your own story. Tell your own story. God made you an original. God made you not a copy or a fake of somebody else's life. Your achievements that you achieve will one day, I believe, or can one day, I believe, leave a mark, a seal of approval on people's lives, that even although they celebrate your achievements one day, many years from now, it will be really what it makes them feel like, that they are successful, that will remind them of you. And so I want to encourage you this morning, be that person that leaves a mark so that other people can feel successful. My name is Jack Windt. You've been watching Timeout, and I'll catch you next week.
You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song.